Hello friends, I'm Varun Vohra, a US-based expert in the area of IT risk, IT audit, IT security and IT compliance. Welcome to my channel, IT with Varun Vohra, to master the fundamentals and concepts not available anywhere, neither in any book nor over the web. Most trusted and only channel with over 200 videos which will help build or advance your career in IT audit, IT security, IT SOX, IT risk and IT compliance. Friends, is part of the Conceptual Bytes series, and based on a number of requests, I'm now covering more real world examples from a business perspective for each of the 5 common types of automated controls. And today we'll cover examples of validation IT application or automated controls. So first, a quick recap on what is a validation automated control. So automated controls related to validation of a rule set or criteria. That's what a validation automated control is. Now let us go through few real life examples of validation automated control. First, a loan application validating credit score and income to flag loan applications with credit scores and income below a certain threshold. A simple example of a validation automated control wherein that validation of credit score and income to flag certain applications. That's an example of a validation automated control. Second example, a finance application validating financial transactions against historical patterns to detect unusual activity. So validation of the financial transactions against historical trends, that's an example of a validation automated control here. Next example, an expense application validating employee expense claims against allowed limit, categories and duplicate entries to flag incorrect claims. So validation of an employee expense claim against these certain categories like allowed limits, which category the claim belongs to, is there a duplicate entry or not. All of these are validation automated controls. Next example, a pharmacy application validating prescriptions compliance with dosage limits and drug interaction rules to prevent incorrect processing. So validation of the prescription to make sure that it's in compliance with the medicine dosage limits and any sort of medicine's interaction with other medicines. That's an example of a validation automated control in the pharmacy application. Next example, a banking application validating sufficient funds are available during transactions. That is, funds available are above the transaction cost to prevent accounting errors. So a simple example where a banking application makes sure that sufficient funds are available before a transaction is processed. That's an example of a validation control. Next, a financial reporting application validating data accuracy and completeness from interfacing systems to ensure correct regulatory reporting. So validation of data accuracy and completeness from upstream and downstream systems by a financial application before anything is reported to regulators. That's an example of a validation automated control. Next, a trading application validating trade orders for compliance with trading limits, margin requirements and settlement rules. A very common example you might have encountered in day-to-day life wherein validation of your trade order for compliance with all of these pieces like trading limit, margin requirements, and settlement rules by a trading application. That's a real life example of a validation control. Last example is a payroll application validating payroll amounts against hours worked, tax withholdings, and benefits contributions to prevent errors. Again, a real world example wherein a payroll application is validating the payroll amount against the number of hours an employee worked, the tax liabilities, and the contribution to benefits. This is an example of a validation automated control. So I hope this conceptual byte was helpful. You can get a much deeper understanding through the in-depth videos on my channel, covering details not available anywhere else. Friends, you can find the relevant links on the end screen and in the description section of this video. Keep watching. Bye.